This morning. Hey, what's up? Hey, I woke up. Check it out. This morning, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just gotta say, I'm doing good on my schedule, even though I'm on the road. I've been going to bed at the right time. I've been getting up, like waking up before the alarm clock ever goes off. I've been doing good. Liza will be proud of me. I ran 4 miles yesterday. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing good. I did eat a piece of chocolate cake last night, though, so Scott Simons will be proud of me as well, because I know my boy Scott likes it sweet. So I did have a piece of chocolate cake last night. But I woke up this morning, grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, which is what I do every single day, first thing in the morning. I grabbed my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, and at the top of every page in the hashtag Rise and Grind planner, there's a quote that is submitted by an actual Rise and Grind member. It's probably my favorite part of the whole planner. The planner is awesome. We've got 5 steps to do in the morning, a place to write down our gratitude, a place to write down our goals. It's got a schedule. It's got all of those things. But at the very top, there is a quote submitted by an actual hashtag Rise and Grind member. Today's quote was submitted by Jessica Butler. I believe Jessica actually lives in Paris, Kentucky, back where the Rise and Grind started. And her quote says this, and this is for you today. This is for you today. The quote says, "Don't let anyone else set your bar." And when I read that this morning, I thought, ooh, that's the message for you today. 100%, without a doubt. That one's for you. Don't let anyone else set the bar. Thank you, Jessica, for sending that in. I appreciate it. Let's dive in. Hashtag Rise and Grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday, CMA Day, Carter Myers Automotive Group, my favorite automotive group in the world. I get to spend time with them every Wednesday. I always look forward to it. But today is also Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Man, I'm coming to you live from Orlando, Florida, and I am all up in my space this morning. I am loving the energy that is coming across today. I was just listening to that intro right there, the Rise and Grind intro, and it's like, I'm a husband to 1, a father to, and the sound changes just a little bit. It says, and a father to 8 like it sounds different. And I was just thinking of how many different times Brandon has had to re-record that particular part of the video, right? Since we started Rise and Grind, it's like husband to one, father to five, husband to one, father to six, husband to one, father to seven, husband to one, father to eight. Brandon's looking at me like I'm crazy every time. He's like, bro, don't you know what you're doing over here? No, crazy, man. But I'm coming to you live from Orlando, Florida, and I am here with a bunch of I'm here in Florida with a bunch of my dealer partners, right? And we're doing some community training. So I work with owners and general managers of car dealerships all over the United States of America. Typically, what's up, Corey Darkis? I see you. Typically, we do most of our training virtually. We very rarely do we do any in person. I shouldn't say very rarely. We don't do any in person stuff until we get the dealers out of their natural environments, right? So we pull the dealers out of their stores, we bring them places, and we do that every 4 to 6 months or so. We'll have a retreat like this where we'll come together and we'll do a bunch of training, and we do, of course, a bunch of networking, right? Super important stuff to do, networking. And then we also make sure that we have a lot of fun while we're at it, right? We have a lot of fun. And so yesterday started off with this incredible chef, right? The chef came in 7 a.m. yesterday, made breakfast to order, like pancakes and fruit platters and scrambled eggs that were delicious, right? He came in, made this huge spread for all of the dealers yesterday morning. It's absolutely delicious, the greatest breakfast ever, right? And then after that, we did some morning training, which was great. We did that from 9 to noon. And then we headed out to a place called Revolution Off Road. And this Revolution Off Road place, like 30 minutes out, 235 acres of just, I don't even know the word for it. Splendid amazingness. Maybe that's the best way to describe it. But 235 acres, and they have these four-wheeler and razor tracks that are like covered in mud and water and like just all kinds of stretches where you can like really stretch it out and freaking go ripping and roaring as fast as you could possibly think that you can go. And then all of a sudden you go splashing into a big old freaking thing of mud. You get mud everywhere. We got quads stuck because this stuff's so deep. Some of the mud's like 4 feet deep, coming up almost to my waist, like crazy, right? We had a couple hours doing that, which was super fun. And then from there, as soon as we got off the quads, which my friend Brittany Hibden, by the way, one of our dealers, she won the award for getting the most muddy. She was covered head to toe in mud, which was an absolute blast, right? And then from there, we went to grabbed some shotguns, some 12 gauges and some 20 gauges, and we did the clay pigeon shooting thing, which your boy right here, like, I'm not a gun shooting tooting kind of guy, but I gotta tell you, once you start popping those things, they start shattering in the air. You're like, yeah, there's something to this, right? I loved it. It was really fun blowing those suckers up. Then when we came back, after riding quads all day, after shooting shotguns, after doing some training, after all the networking, we go back to these 12,000 square foot mansion that we're staying in that has 14 different bedrooms in it, that has a bowling alley in the house, right? That's got pool tables. It's got a Galaga arcade game. Go ahead and flash your mics if you're a Galaga player, or drop it in the comments if anybody likes Galaga. No Galaga people? I don't see any Galaga people. Are you kidding me? No Galaga people. There we go. There's a couple. I see Scott Simons and Monica, Sebastian. There we go. Jeff's a Galaga player. Tim, Corey Element. Okay. I got a couple Galaga players. Not a whole lot. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are like, we ain't got time for video games. No, I get it. All right, so Galaga, it's got a hot tub, it's got the pool, it's got all of those things, right? Beautiful, beautiful houses. We go back there, and a chef makes us this full spread of dinner. We got barbecue chicken and green beans and carrots and the chocolate cake that I aforementioned a little bit earlier. Like, it was an incredible day, and golly, I got to tell you, from top to bottom, it was so, so fancy. Like, everything we did, fancy, man. Expensive. Rich. I mean, they had like 20 of these big old bad boy quads and razors out there, all this land. I don't know what that land could have cost over here in Florida, but I'm sure it wasn't stinking cheap because every inch of it is sitting surrounded by beautiful water. There's fish and turtles, all the stuff in the pond. It was amazing. They had jet skis over there. They had, just all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. Anything you can think of, archery targets, and like, who knows how much money is in that thing, right? But all of it, so fancy and so memorable and so fun. And get this, some people live like that every single day. There are some people on this planet that's just another day in their life. They're like, oh yeah, quads, razors, shotguns, 14-bedroom houses, a chef that makes every single meal. Like, for some people, that's just day to day. That's just another Tuesday. That's Taco Tuesday in their house, right? It's just another day. And in this series, we have been studying some of those people. This week here on hashtag Rise and Grind, we have been extracting the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how of the rich and famous. Diving in and getting a full understanding of what makes them tick. And ultimately hoping to pick up some clues, pick up some pieces, some things that we can put together so that we can reach higher levels, so that we can reach and achieve higher levels of financial freedom, financial success, right? All of those things. We've been looking at it and breaking it down. And so today, Monday, we looked at the who. Tuesday, we looked at the what, right? We looked at the who, like what was kind of the mindset of the rich and famous. And then Tuesday, we looked at the what. What are some of the activities that the rich and famous do, right? Reading 30 minutes a day, being disciplined, going to bed at the same time, right? All of those things that we talked about. And today, we're going to talk about the where. Where are rich people at? And how do we get in those rooms? We're going to talk about that today. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do on this show. Come on now. Uh-oh. Not getting cooperation. Let's see if I can make that work. Hold up. Yeah, there we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Stay
there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's go.
Hashtag Rise and Grind.
There we go. Let's go. Time to get these objects in motion. That's right. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So we're going to do some dancing this morning. Get these bodies in motion so we can kick it off on CMA Day. Hey, for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you and I want you to say good morning to me, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Maybe you're listening to the podcast. Maybe you're catching us over on YouTube. Wherever you're connecting, I want you to connect with me and I want to connect with you. Fair enough? Fair enough. Good morning, Ryan Austin. Great to see you, sir. What's up, Marilyn Wilkin? How are you? Mr. Melvin Rodriguez and Randy Wagner. Great to see you, Randy. How you doing? Francois. Uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to get this one. Francois Diristel. Is that right? Francois Diristel. I love it. What's up, Brad Smith? How you doing? Vicky Everett and Amy Kennedy, Gail B. Kraft and Leisha Watts. We've got Shauna Bell in the house, Barrett Trout and Cheryl Alexander. We've also got Deidre Malloy Garland. What's up, Dizelle, Darren, Fisher? I'm having to be very intentional this morning. Don Sankey and Tina Bacon are in the house. My man, Doug Thurston. Dude, your boy, Doug Thurston, is the man. He's dropping stars on us every day here in Rise and Grind Casino. Whenever you drop stars on Facebook, on Rise and Grind, whenever you drop those stars, we take those funds. 50% of that goes to supporting the community. Sometimes we go out and hand out gift cards to homeless people in the streets. Other times we go out and serve not as well served parts of the community, so on and so forth. So every time you do that, know that it's going to a good cause. So thanks, Doug, for dropping the stars. I really appreciate that. Tom Copelda, great to see you. What's up, Angela DiMercurio? Great to see you as well. And Emily Galler and John. Mrs. Amanda Sanders in the house. Charles Garner is in the house. And then, of course, over on Clubhouse, we're stacked over there as well. My friend April is here. And Sophia. What's up, Jennifer Chang? Great to see you. How you doing, Winifred and Anthony? I see Liddy's in the house this morning. Great to see you, Miss Liddy. I see Tarika and Dakota and Helen. I see Dexter and Regina. I see Janice is up in here. What's up, Ella and Pamela and Big Mike and Brittany and Nathaniel? I see Shauna and Jeannie and Gina Keys. My man Steven's in the building. Allison and Myra and Tony and Darrell. What's up, Monica and Melissa and Brian and Suzanne? How you doing, Bobby? How you doing, Sonia? How you doing, John and Danielle? What's up, JoJo? Great to see you this morning. And Pamela's here. Josiah is here. Lewis is here. Darcy is here. Sarah is here. Damien's here. Kate is here. Derek's here. Love those headphones, Derek. Awesome. Dude, you guys are all here. I'm super excited to be with you virtually. I'm even more excited for the opportunity to be with you in person in Lexington, Kentucky, November 4th, 5th, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. We are going to be celebrating the 1,000th episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. That's right, 1,000 episodes. And we're going to be celebrating that in Lexington, Kentucky, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. And if you'd like to join us on that, you can go to growforgod.com. It's going to be an incredible opportunity for you to network, to celebrate 1,000 shows, to learn from David Meltzer, who's amazing. My friend Danelle Delgado will be there. Amelia Antonetti is going to be there. She's incredible. And over 20 other speakers are going to be in person pouring into you. And you're going to walk away both inspired and with the proven strategies you need to ultimately grow your business. For God's sake, it's going to be absolutely incredible. Would love to see you there. And we are actually counting down to that day, that 1,000th episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. And as part of that countdown, we got together as a team and we decided that we wanted to give you an opportunity to not only transform, not only be a part of the event in November, but we wanted to give you an opportunity to really apply this thing that we call the Morning Five. So for those of you that are new, I believe that if you change the way you start your day, it'll make a massive impact in your life. And I've seen hundreds of thousands of people around the world have a transformation by applying 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. 5 simple things, right? I wrote an ebook about it, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these 5 simple steps are transformative. And a long time ago, I learned that Harvard and Stanford did a study. And in this study, they found that if you do something consistently and consecutively for 67 days straight, that it now becomes a new neural pattern, right? It becomes easier to do than to not do. On day 66, it's harder to do the thing than to not do the thing. On day 67, it's harder to not do the thing than to do the thing. Does that make sense? And so we've always challenged people and given away tons of free like t-shirts and hats and hoodies and things like that. If you can do the morning five simple steps to an extraordinary life, you do those things every day for 67 days straight. We're like, not only will your life be transformed, but congratulations, we love you, we support you. Here's a t-shirt, here's a hoodie, those types of things. So what we've decided is sometimes that type of thing can be hard, right, to do by yourself. But when we do it together in community, everything's better in community, right? So we're going to count down to the 1,000th episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. And Tamara has taken the liberty to back up the dates. And on August 30th, I believe it is, on August 30th, it'll be 67 days from November 5th, right? 67 days from November 5th. And so what we want to do is run together starting on August 30th. I believe it's the 30th. It might be 31st. But anyways, you'll see. Starting on August 30th and running together for 67 straight days leading up to the 1,000th episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. And we want to go with you on this journey. So my friend Tamara and the team, they've put up a website. If you are interested in joining us in the 67-day challenge, doing this all together, all of us, counting down to that 1,000th episode, just go to glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. It's completely free. Nothing. We're not selling you nothing like that. It's nothing crazy. glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. Sign up, register, and we're going to do this together. How's that sound? Together every day. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to make sure you're not hitting that snooze button. We're going to make sure you're writing down your gratitude and goals every single morning. We're going to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, whether you're walking, you're crawling, you're running, you're jogging. We're going to make sure you're sending out encouraging messages each and every day. We're just going to make sure you're building that strong foundation that ultimately is going to take you through to whatever next levels you're trying to reach in your life. Fair enough? Fair enough. So I'd love for you to come join us, glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. When you go there, you'll get all the details on exactly what day we start and the prizes. We're going to have all kinds of prizes, all kinds of freebies, all kinds of things that you can win. Even if you've done a 67-day challenge before, jump in here and join us. It's going to be absolutely epic. Fair enough? Fair enough. All right. I got about 7 minutes left to share with you the where of the rich and famous, right? We got to talk about the where. We talked about the who, the what, the why, or we talked about the who and the what. We got to get into the where. So I'm going to do that right now, but I'm super excited about this challenge. So take this next 30 seconds. Go sign up, glennlundy.com/67-day challenge. I'll see you there. All right, so check this out. There's this place called Atherton, California. Atherton, California is the richest city in the United States of America, with the average income being $450,696 a year. That's the average. That's weighing in all the broke people too, right? Scarsdale, New York comes in at number 2. Scarsdale, New York has an average income of $417,335 a year, closely followed behind by a place called Cherry Hills, Colorado. And in Cherry Hills, Colorado, the average income is $394,259 a year, which takes us over to Los Altos Hills, California, coming in at number 4 with an average income of $386,174 a year. Not too shabby. And then you make your way over to Hillsborough, California, and Hillsborough comes in at $373,128 annual average income of everyone in that community. You remember how averages work, right? We take the richest, we take the brokest, and that's how that works. Then from there, you're going to head on over to New Jersey. They come in number 6. And then you head over to Highland Park, Texas. They come in at number 7. And Darien, Connecticut comes in at number 8. And Bronxville, New York, the Bronx comes in at number 9, followed by Glencoe, Illinois, swooping in the top 10 with an average income of $339,883, which is interesting that Illinois slid in there in the top 10, right? So those are the top 10 cities in the United States of America where the income is the highest. Now, if we look at the places with the most millionaires around the United States, all right, we're talking U.S. only today. We can get into worldwide stuff tomorrow. The places with the most millionaires here in the United States, it starts with a place called San Jose, also in California. Then you head over to Sunnyvale, which Sunnyvale is the Silicon Valley area, also in California, by the way. And then you go over to Santa Clara. Santa Clara, these are the top 3 cities with the most millionaires, right? Not necessarily the most income, not the richest cities, but they have the most millionaires, right? That's awesome. I just got a message from Hannah Eve. She's from the Illinois city that swooped into the top 10 there. That's incredible, right? So those are the top 10 richest cities and also the top 3 cities with the most millionaires. So if we're asking that question, well, where do the billionaires, where do the millionaires, where do they come from, and where do they live? We could go look at the books, and we could look at the stats, and we could look at numbers like that. But what would be a little bit interesting is as you start to look a little bit deeper, you also find somebody like Francisco Lindor. So Francisco Lindor just got a check from the Mets. I believe, if I remember correctly, he got a $255 million contract to play baseball. Now, my man Francisco Lindor was billed in Caguas, Puerto Rico. I almost couldn't say that R in there. Caguas, Puerto Rico. And in Caguas, Puerto Rico, the average income, are you ready? The average income is $19,775 a year. Or how about this guy right here? There's this guy named Elon Musk. Not sure if you've heard of him or not. If you haven't heard of them, congratulations. You've officially been living under a rock. But this is Elon Musk, and Elon Musk grew up in Pretoria, South Africa. The average wage in Pretoria, South Africa, you ready for this? Average wage, $4 an hour today in 2021. He's now one of the, if not the richest man in the world. Now listen, as we study and learn from the rich and famous, we know the who, we know what they do, but when it comes to the where doesn't matter. The where doesn't matter. So you can reach whatever level you want, no matter where you are or where you come from. The world itself is a much smaller place than it used to be. Humans are connected now and today in ways they never were before. What used to be impossible is now the norm. I want you to think about that. Things that were impossible the day that you were born. Like people would have said they were impossible, right? It's impossible for everyone to be running around with these little tiny computers that can do absolutely everything, right? If somebody would have told me that the day I was born, they would, if we would have talked about it, they'd say that's impossible. There's no way that that's possible. Now it's just what we do, right? The things that we do today were impossible just a couple decades ago. It's now the norm. You know, I used to work at this dealership called Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, and we grew this dealership 800% in a small town, population 9,600 people. Small town, population 9,600 people. We became the second largest used car franchise dealership in America in a place called Paris, Kentucky that ain't none of y'all ever heard of until Glenn Lundy came on the scene. I'm just letting you know. Your vision, your idea, your dream, your business, it's all scalable. It's all scalable and it's all possible. Because here's the truth. Wealth, success, achievement, all of that. It all starts in your mind, dude. It all starts in your mind. You see, you are a creator. You have the ability and the innate gift. You can create. It is in your DNA. You see, as a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, that God instilled in you the ability to create, instilled it in you, not just because, not just for fun, but ultimately instilled it in you out of love. You see, you are a loved child of God. And that God is cheering for you. That God is saying, hey, I stuck you exactly where you are for a reason. You are where you are for a reason and with purpose. And from where you are, when you begin to shift the mindset of what you believe is possible for you, from exactly where you are, you can become the absolute best version of yourself that you could possibly be. You can grow into it. Not an average version, not a little bit above, not a little bit below, but the absolute best version of yourself. And when you do so, when you strive for that, when you climb towards that, when you don't allow geography or history or any other read to keep you from achieving that with which is within you, when you don't allow any of that to get in the way, not only can you grow from exactly where you are, but the impact that you will make on your friends, on your family members, on all of the people around you, that decision for you, that mindset of I will reach the highest levels of achievement, not for me, but for them from exactly where I am. When you make that decision, the universe shivers. It shudders, says, okay, you done woke me up. Let's go. And I'm telling you, friends, it's amazing. It's spectacular. And we need you. See, I'm telling you as your brother, you're my sister. I love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. So I'm over here cheering for you. I'm cheering for you every single day because I believe that what used to be impossible is now becoming the norm. And you have the opportunity of a lifetime to go out there and make a difference. Fair enough? Fair enough. That's how I'm going to kick you off today. Let's go. It's going to be a big day here. If you want to hear more of this or talk about this, you can join me over on Clubhouse. I'll be over there for a little while this morning before I go for my run. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you share this sucker out. Join us for the 67-day challenge. It's going to be amazing. GlennLundy.com/67-day challenge. That's GlennLundy.com/67-day challenge. Let's all run together. It's going to be super fun. Let's run together for the next 60. Well, it'll start the 30th. Then we'll go 67 days. But you know what I'm saying. All right. Go do that. But most importantly, come back here again tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Fair enough? Fair enough. Go.